And a big story this morning. Voting is underway in the crucial Bhabanipur Bypoll. This is a do-or-die battle for Mamata Banerjee, a prestige battle where she hopes to retain the CM chair with a win in Bhabanipur. Voting underway after a high-octane campaign came to an end a few days back. Security also has been beefed up in the entire area. Remember that Mamata Banerjee is taking on young BJP candidate Priyanka Tibrewal in this constituency. Mamata needs to win the seat to continue her stint as a chief minister after she lost the last election to BJP Shuvendu Adhikari. This was in Nandigram, and she chose Nandigram rather than Bhabanipur in the run-up to the assembly elections. After polling began, Priyanka Tibrewal, who was visiting different booths, alleged EVM rigging and booth capturing by TMC cadres. She particularly named Madan Mitra and said there were attempts to go ahead and capture booths. The constituency is turned a fortress with high and tight security arrangements. 20 additional companies of central forces have been deployed. Section 144 has also been imposed. The bitter campaign saw much bad blood, really, with TMC supporters clashing with BJP. Guns were even whipped out by the security men of BJP MP Dilip Ghosh after he was heckled and shoved. This was on the last day of the campaign just a few days ago.
अभी तक कैसा चल रहा है वोटिंग जो आप देख रहे हैं?
जहाँ खराबी दिख रही है वहाँ मैं आवाज उठाई रही हूँ।
अभी तक कोई बूथ रिगिंग या जैमिंग का कोई
2-3 जगह जैम करने का कोशिश किया था। अभी इसमें भी 146 था, वो मैंने चालू कराया। 126 जो मदन मित्रा के घर के नीचे है वो जाम अभी भी करके रखा है।
अभी तक जो हो रहा है, आप खुश हो, संतुष्ट हो या फिर दिक्कत है?
लोग अगर घरों से निकल करके जेन्युइन वोटिंग होती है देते हैं तो आप नतीजा देख लीजिएगा। My office must have complained. I have informed my office. This is about any shop being opened.
বিজেপির অর্গানাইজেশন নেই, যে কজন ছেলেকে লাস্ট ইলেকশনে যাদের ইয়ে করেছিল, ভুল বুঝিয়ে নিয়েছিল, তারাও এখন ফিরে চলে এসছে আর বিজেপি করে না। আমার মনে হয় যে ভালো পার্সেন্টেজ ভোট পড়বে। ন্যাচারালি জেনারেল ইলেকশনের মতন তো পড়বে না, কিন্তু ভালো পার্সেন্টেজে ভোট পড়বে।
Let's take this across now to Indrajit Kundu. He's joining us live from Bhabanipur with all the latest updates. Indrajit, what's the voting turnout looking like so far? Healthy? Are people stepping out? Because there were a lot of concerns with regards to security. You've got the BJP already alleging that there are attempts to capture some booths.
Well, of course, allegations flowing thick and fast from the very morning itself. And that's very characteristic of West Bengal elections. But the apprehension was weather. And over the past 48 hours, we've seen inclement weather here in Kolkata and adjoining areas. The skies were overcast. It was raining continuously. The good part, of course, Akshita, is that since morning, the sun is out and all the parties are hoping that there is a high turnout of votes because, as we have been stating, that in by-elections, you generally do not see the kind of turnout that you see in the general election. We are, of course, outside the Metro institution. This is the very polling station where Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will be coming to cast her vote later in the day. This is where Abhishek Banerjee will also be casting her vote. You can see the polling station being manned by Central Armed Police Force and Kolkata police personnel also, outside the polling station. So security quite tight as far as this prestige battle at Bhabanipur is concerned. And also, Akshita, one has to keep in mind that this election is taking place in the midst of the COVID scenario. And therefore, all COVID protocols are being followed at this point in time. There are officials who are sitting inside with gloves, with thermal scanners, and all voters, as they are, we can see brisk polling here, and they are being given gloves to cast their vote and also sanitizers. So these are the things that are being taken care of. You can see the voters are coming here, their voting slips are being checked, and they're slowly getting inside the polling station. We've seen brisk polling, even though there are no lines right now, but people are coming and moving smoothly at this polling station. And overall, across Bhabanipur and in other locations, in Shamsherganj and Jangipur, these are the two seats which are also going to polls in Murshidabad.
Okay.
We haven't heard of any untoward incident or violence in the first 2 hours of polling till about 9 o'clock this morning. Back to you.
Let's hope it stays that way. Indrajit, thank you very much for joining us with that live report from Bhabanipur.